A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight. Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And as the postseason nears, these power rankings really shape our expectations for the playoffs. You take a look at the Nets, they're still the top team in this league, sitting at number 1.
Seeing where the Celtics are, they've stayed pretty high in the rankings. And sure, they might want to be further up, but they're a stable team, and that's a good thing with the playoffs approaching.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. We've got Davis, and it's Thornton in at the pivot spot, adding the middle. And for the Celtics, and it's Barry in at the 3, small forward. There's nothing like the intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting for playoff position, Graham.
Well, you know, B.A., for these teams, what you did before doesn't matter. You have to give everything in this game. It's essentially a bunch of one-game seasons from here to the finish line.
Here's McNeil. Back to Graham. And it's rejected. Here's Richmond. Pass to Barry. Now here's Tatum. Check by Davis. Here's Barry. And a miss there on the triple. Here's McNeil. Down low. And stolen by Graham. In transition, here they come. Here's Barry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Hicks. 8 points in his last time out. Pass to Thornton. Knocks it loose. Shot clock at 6. Right wing. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Here's Barry. Uses the glass on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Hicks. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. It's Graham on the wing. The 3. Goes back up. Shot's good by Thornton.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Richmond, the pass to Tatum. Here's Richmond. Out to the right wing. Tatum with a screen. 11 feet out. Barry misses. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. And there's a pick. Here's Hicks. Pass to Thornton. Tatum with it. And Davis picks him up defensively. All by himself. Here's Graham. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Here's Graham. Last game out, he had 40. Pass to Hicks. Here's McNeil. Here's Davis. Hounded by Tatum. Clock at 6. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the night.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Davis, 1 shot.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. For Boston, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Barry. They set the pick. Here's Richmond. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Graham. Here's Barry. Boston again missing.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's Hicks, hounded by Tatum. Back to Davis. Pass to Thornton. That one goes in.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Tatum passes to Barry. Here's Richmond. To win the cold spell. Blocked! And here they come. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Barry. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by Boston.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Now here's Graham. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. There's the triple. The rebound by Richmond.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Graham, that's good. Brooklyn leading by 3. Outside Graham. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. They get it again. Shot's good by Thornton. Thornton's got 6.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Barry. Pass to Graham. On the missed shot, so he'll get a pair at the line. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
At the line for 2, Graham.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw's good for Graham. Henderson, he's checked in for Boston. And a change for the Nets. Ross is checked in. And both free throws good for Graham. Nets leading by 3. Outside Davis. Pass to McNeil. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Now Davis. The 13-footer. And he makes it. Give him 8.
And guys, one thing that's triggered this run, their proficiency inside the three-point line.
Outside Tatum. Here's Barry. Sinks the tray. Barry's got his second basket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Davis. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14.5 a game. Thornton, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in his many attempts.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Henderson. Here's Barry. The 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Davis with a screen on Henderson. Inside. Davis misses.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling. Outside
Tatum to the right side. Pass to Henderson. Here's the three. Thornton pulls it in.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Here's McNeil, defended by Henderson. Graham for three. Drops in the three.
After missing his first 4 shots, he finally gets one to drop.
Now here's Henderson. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Pass to Richmond. Three-pointer. No luck on that one. Nets leading by 4. Outside Davis. Back to Graham. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Richmond. Really played well against Orlando in his last game. And first time out of the game called for Boston. Their last game, a win against the Magic. Looking to carry it into this one.
A big difference in that one. Their ability to convert from range. By and large, they took some really good shots.
And they were just draining it from outside. A great team shooting performance.
A moment to check out some numbers for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Pass to Holland. Tatum, a screen on Graham. Holland for 3. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off. Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Down low. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Graham, the pass to Cummings. Here's Fields. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the Nets, Fields. 1 shot.
Celtics trail by 8. Pass to Buckner. Here's Todd. The 3 is up. Thornton pulls it in. Thornton's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Here's Fields. Blocked! 1:35 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Buckner. Here's Todd, guarded by Ross. Goes up at the elbow. Good work there as it goes.
Well, that's taking full advantage of the opening. The defense probably willing to give him that one, but I like that he's capitalizing on it.
Here's Fields. He's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando. Here's the pick. Here's Graham. Boston pulls it in.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
And that one's good. Barry.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Now here's Ross. 26 points for him last game against Orlando.
Terrific all-around effort. He did a great job of creating for himself and others.
Yeah, they've done quality work on the offensive glass.
Pass to Buckner. Henderson scanning the floor. Over to the wing. Here's Barry. He's got 10. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
One shot. Barry.
One shot.
"19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Cummings. Yet to see a basket. There's a screen to the left wing. 1 second left. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets out in front, up 3. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Brooklyn.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And I've also really enjoyed watching them hit the boards, specifically the offensive glass and how they've capitalized on that hustle.
They've got Todd, and it's Lloyd in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Barry misses.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Pass to Cummings. And here's Ross. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Celtics. As the playoffs draw closer, here's what the East looks like. You take a look at the Nets. They're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference. And, of course, there's the Celtics, 2 spots below.
Well, right now for Boston, they're so focused on holding their ground now in the last month of the season. And, of course, missing the play-in tourney means extra time to rest. They know how crucial that is for the playoffs. And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Barry. 13 points in the game. Pass to Todd. Here's Buckner. Lays it up and banks it in.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Fields. 6 to shoot. Fade away. 2 points. That one goes. Fields has got his second basket of the night. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Todd. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Here's Henderson. And he throws it down with one hand.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. teams changing it up here. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Here's Cummings. No points yet. Pass to Hicks. Now Ross. Here's Fields. Just 5 to shoot. Fades and shoots. And the basket is good. Fields has got 4 points this quarter.
Sometimes you have to ignore the analytics. There is value in the mid-range if that's who's shooting it.
And that one's good. Barry.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Pass to Fields. Here's Cummings. They set a pick. Ross for 3. Barry pulls it in.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
To the inside. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Ross with it. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Hicks, no good.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to Todd. Got a hand on it. Here's Hicks. He's scoreless. Cummings passes to Ross. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Todd. It's tipped. Cummings passes to Ross. Over Todd. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Celtics trail by 5. Here's Lloyd. And there's a pick. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Pass to Hicks. Now Ross. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. Here's Fields. It's hauled in by Henderson. Here's Barry. Barry, pass to Barry. Puts up a 3. Boston again missing. Brooklyn leading by 5. Pass to Thornton. Here's Cummings, defended by Henderson. And here's Ross. Here's Fields. He's got 7. From 18 feet away. And he comes up with a bucket. Fields has got 9 points.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And Boston calls time here.
Somebody doesn't have rhythm.
here. Let's see which teams have been terrors in transition over the last month of play. The Celtics in second. Number 5, Brooklyn.
Both of these teams are jumping on their opponents' mistakes over the last month, converting them into points.
Celtics trail by 7. Pass to Buckner. Here's Richmond. Here's Buckner. 5 to shoot. Barry misses.
They just continue to dominate the boards.
Davis a screen. Graham for 3. Boston pulls it in. Tatum passes to Richmond. Here's Barry. Over to the left wing. Nice ball movement by Boston to get back on track. Uses the glass that time. It's good. Tatum's got 6 points.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Right side Davis. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 5. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was in Brooklyn.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
Now here's Davis. Graham up top. Tries to break his ice. And the Nets miss again.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Back to Tatum. Here's Barry. He had a 30-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
Look, he kept finding ways to get to the free throw line. He knew the other team couldn't stop him, so he just continued to punish them at the line. Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
With the fadeaway. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Ross. He's got 5.
And there's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
Perry, pass to Richmond. Pass to Buckner. Goes up on the baseline. And he nails the jumper. Brooklyn leading by 5. Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Hey, Boston, let's get going on for Celtics Entertainment.
The Nets making a change here. Up top, Davis. Pounded by Tatum. Davis a screen. Graham for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Graham's got 8.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Richmond, pass to Henderson. Here's Richmond. To the paint. Here's Lloyd. 3 on the clock. Fader on the way. The rebound by Ross.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
To the wing on the left. Hicks. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Celtics trail by 11. Here's Barry. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Nifty move. And the layup is up and in. Richmond's gotten his first bucket of the night.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage is.
Now here's Ross. He's got 6. Deflected. Here's Barry. There's a minute 40 left in the first half of basketball. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by Richmond, no good. Brooklyn leading by 9. Pass to Davis. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now here's Tatum. An 11-point game for him in the win against Orlando.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Graham. On the wing, Davis. Pounded by Tatum. Here's Hicks. It's Ross on the wing. And that one good. Ross has got 8.
Taking people to school with moves like that.
Here's Barry. Tatum with a screen. Takes a 3. Knocks down the long J. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets earning this break in the action, up 10. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. More 2K action in just a moment.
Hello, everybody. The news is in. Players of the week have been named. Let's see who's hot. Guys, how about our Eastern Conference winner?
Nothing off about this off guard. Don't call him a 2. He's been there 1.
Yeah, he's the man on the squad right now. Defensive scheme him every trip up the floor, and it makes no difference.
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Boston Celtics.
I mean, it's pretty simple. More rebounds, more opportunities. Right now, they're getting crushed on the glass, Shaq.
From where I'm sitting, I don't see the energy, and I do not see the effort.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. Celtics trail by 10. On the floor for Brooklyn, we've got Davis, and it's Thornton in at the 5. Barry. No good from outside.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
The Celtics shooting at about 44% so far. To the middle. And finished off by Tatum.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Davis a screen. Graham the pass to Davis. Good. And Graham with the setup. Davis has got 9 points.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Barry. Pass to Barry. Clock at 6. 4-3. Thornton pulls it in. Thornton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Hicks. Back to Graham. And down it goes. 2 points. And it's a 12-point Nets lead.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Barry. 13 points in the game. Offline from the high post.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Here's Thornton. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Here's Barry. Tatum with a screen. Launches a 3. And that one's good. Barry. He's got 16.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Davis against Tatum. Releases. Boston with a rebound. Richmond pass to Barry. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's Graham. Here's Thornton. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Thornton at the line for 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Celtics trail by 11. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Out to the right wing. Tatum, a screen on Graham. The shot by Richmond, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Graham, the pass to Davis. Davis drawing the double team.
Barry, first personal foul, second team foul.
Pass to Hicks. It's Graham on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. They get it back.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Richmond. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. And Boston calls time here. In your career, Stan, you coach contending teams, as well as teams that had little to no expectations.
Yeah, B.A., give me the contending teams. Give me the talent and the expectations and pressure that goes with it. Listen, coaches just want as much chance to succeed as they can have. And when you've got the best players, you've got the best chance to win. And the pressure that goes with it is a lot easier than struggling night in and night out.
Look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for him.
And he's been on a roll during these last few months, getting better in terms of scoring the ball and proving to be a key part of this team as we move farther along in the season.
Here's Tatum. He's got 11. Pass to Barry. Out left to the wing. Launches it. Barry misses. Brooklyn leading by 13. Here's Hicks. Out to the wing. Now Graham. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better. Well, you want to shoot a high percentage from the floor, that's where you go with the ball.
Outside Davis. Celtics trail by 15. Outside Tatum. Pass to Richmond.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Outside Davis. 3-pointer. Boston pulls it in. Down low. Stolen by Davis. Pass to Graham. 3-pointer. Hits the trifecta. Graham's got 15.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
Here's Richmond. Here's Barry. Blocked! Oh! Outside Graham. Takes a 13-footer. And there's another one for Brooklyn. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Boston calls timeout.
Headed to the floor right now, it's Celtics Entertainment.
Boston making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. Ross, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Pass to Barry. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Richmond. Graham with a screen on Graham. 4 on the clock. The shot by Richmond, no good.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Davis hits.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Celtics trail by 20. Pass to Barry. To the inside. Here's Richmond. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Graham for 3. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Richmond. Tatum with a screen. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Richmond, the pass to Tatum. Here's Richmond. To the wing, right side. Here's Barry. 16 points for him. Now here's Graham. Outside Davis. Pass to McNeil. Back to Davis. Here's Thornton. Fires from deep. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Davis has got his 4th assist in this one. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Henderson outside. Pass to Graham. Looking to win the run. Knocks down the triple. Graham's got 9 points.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Graham, that's good.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
A difficult situation for Boston. Outside Tatum.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Barry. Pass to Richmond. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Spins. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Barry misses.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Now here's Davis. Davis a screen. Graham for 3. And it's Graham with the rebound. And the Celtics shooting 35% in the third quarter. And we've got 1:18 left in the third. Here's Barry. Rebounded by the Nets. Davis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the paint. Here's Thornton. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. He's had just 1 attempt at the line earlier.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Barton taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Both teams will make substitutions. Good on the second one. 52 seconds left in the third. Pass to Lloyd. Beyond the arc. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Cummings. It's Ross on the wing. Ooh, hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Ross has got 10.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Todd. Pass to Barry. Here's Lloyd. They still need this. That shot is off.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Henderson, and it's Barry in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
After some misses in the first, he's making up for it now.
Pass to Lloyd, inside. Tatum, good.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
The Nets shooting great, 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Outside Graham to the right side. Fields. And a great assist by Graham as that one goes. Graham's got his 6th assist of the night. Well, the Celtics shooting around 41%. Pass to Lloyd. Here's Barry. And here's Tatum. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help out there.
Now here's Graham to the paint. Hicks, that's good.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
And Tatum, the bucket on the assist by Henderson. Tatum's got 6 points in the quarter.
The screen doesn't earn him a ton of breathing room. Turns out he doesn't need it.
Graham with it, picked up by Tatum. Tatum against Graham. To the left side wing. Pass to Fields. Here's Graham. The 3-ball. It's hauled in by Henderson. Here's Barry. And here's Henderson. Brooklyn pulls it in. Hicks has got 4 rebounds in the game. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Fires in the triple.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that.
Here's Barry. Pass to Lloyd. Henderson outside. Here's Barry. Got a piece of it. Outside Ross. As players get bigger and faster, you think the league will have to widen the court at some point?
Well, B.A., I just don't think that's realistic, to be quite honest. And I think the reason is the league's all about money, right? I mean, it's a business. We've got to make money. And the arenas were all laid out. If you start making the court wider, you're going to take away rows of seats. Those are high-priced seats, B.A. We're not taking those away. I don't think widening the court is really realistic.
Graham's checked in for Boston. Brooklyn making a switch here. So he gets them both. And so Henderson will bring it up for Boston. Pass to Graham. Tatum can't hit. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Cummings. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Here's Barry. Again, the miss by Boston.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Cummings. Back to Graham. Over Henderson. Graham misses. The Celtics have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. To stop the run. And it's laid in by Henderson.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
The Nets have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Pass to Ross. Here's Fields, hounded by Tatum. Fades away. Barry pulls it in. Barry's got 4 rebounds now. Henderson outside. One thing you hear coaches like Steve Kerr say, let's not gift foul calls that you'd never tolerate in a pickup game. Do you agree?
I absolutely agree, B.A., and I think Steve Kerr has gotten that across to the league and the way guys officiate now, and I think that's good. Let's call fouls when a guy's trying to score or trying to make an offensive play and we actually foul him. Let's not reward guys when their only objective is to try to get fouled jumping into people.
So it's Boston now, following the 3 by Brooklyn to the left wing. To the inside. Here's Tatum. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Tatum's got 21 points in the game.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Graham against Henderson with the 10-footer. Again, the Nets score.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And the Celtics in possession here. Following the bucket by Brooklyn. Tatum gets the bucket.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
The floater. Pass to Graham. Over Henderson. They get the rebound. And another shot. And the layup good by Graham. 28 points for him.
Well, they expect this from him. And he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Tatum from long range. Woodson with a rebound.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Here's Graham. Can't hit it from 12 feet. For Boston, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. Barry drills it from deep.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a 3, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
Cummings passes to Graham from the arc. Connects from downtown. Graham's got 12 now in this quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Tatum. Fades back. And Boston again with the bucket.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Pass to Fields. Back to Graham. There's a screen. Here's Fields. And a great assist by Graham as that one goes. Graham's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Boston's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Tatum inside. It's hauled in by Fields. Fields has got 5 rebounds in the game. Cummings passes to Graham. And they say that leadership starts at the top, Stan. How does great ownership and the front office permeate an organization?
Well, you're absolutely right, B.A. Leadership starts at the top. And the best owners in this league go out and get great people, and then they empower them. They don't micromanage. They get people to work and use their expertise to build the organization.
Free throw's good for Graham.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Both good from the line that time. The Celtics shooting 60% here in the fourth quarter. Terrific efficiency. Here's Barry. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his second since the break.
Pass to Fields.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. And here's Ross. 5 on the clock. Tatum with it. Well, Coach, the younger generation in the NBA just continues to get better and better.
Yeah, it's like anything, B.A. I mean, evolution is something that's real, right? People evolve and get better and build on the people ahead of them. You learn from the people ahead of you. The players watch guys as they grow up, and then they learn to do things. The next generation learns from them, and the skill level just continues to improve.
Team foul. Shooting for Brooklyn. Graham at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
He makes a first. And he makes both free throws. Boston's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Graham with a screen on Graham. Here's Richmond. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Graham, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
Here's Graham. The Celtics making their last shot from behind the arc. That shot, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Nets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And their win total will climb a little higher once this one's official. It'll be their 63rd win of the year.
And that'll put a little extra meaning on their next game. No team wants to go 0 for 4 against an opponent, no matter who it is.
Here's Barkley. Graham up top. Great open look there. Graham's got 39.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
Here's Richmond over Graham. It's hauled in by Fields.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Outside Graham. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.